This is Garden Jen. Welcome to my journey. Let's see what's in store today. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a blessed day. Today we're going to be talking about elderberry syrup. Now, elderberry syrup is used to help fight colds and flus and things like that. It's very potent with a lot of different health properties. You can research online what elderberry is good for, and you'll get a lot of good information about that. This syrup is found, I got a recipe online. You can find a lot of different recipes. The recipe that I'm using today is from the website Wellness Mama, and it's one that's very popular, so I'm working with it. I really enjoy it, and it works very well with helping to lessen the symptoms and things of colds and flus. And it's a very simple syrup. It just takes a little bit of time to cook it and get it to where you need it. But once it's cooked, the batch will last about a month in the refrigerator in a airtight sealed container. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to make this, and I hope you can enjoy this recipe and try it for yourself. So what we're going to use in this elderberry syrup is we're going to use elderberries. There are these things here. I actually have some elderberry plants that I harvested the berries from this year, and I dehydrated. But you can also buy them in most herbal stores, the health food stores. You can also order them online, like at Amazon.com and things like that. So elderberries, the one thing you need to know is you have to cook them in order to consume them. You cannot consume them raw because they are poisonous. Also, we have cinnamon sticks. You can find these in a baking section of most of your big box stores, or a health food store. You can find sticks. If you can't find sticks, you can go ahead and substitute using cinnamon, ground cinnamon at the end of the recipe. And then we also have ginger. This is ginger root. Again, I dehydrate a lot of my items, so when ginger goes on sale, I buy a couple big chunks and slice them real thin and put them in my dehydrator, and they last a long time. And so when they're not on sale, when they're very pricey, I still have some in stock. So that's ginger. And then we also have some whole cloves. Again, if you can't find whole cloves, you can use the ground clove powder, that you use to make pumpkin pies and things of that sort. But I use whole cloves. We also have local honey. Local honey is very important to use when fighting colds, flus, and if you have seasonal allergies, because the pollen that the bees collect and go from flower to flower are a lot of the things that you have allergies to. And so by consuming local honey, you're building up antibodies to the local allergens in the air and things. Also, you're helping to support a small family by buying the local honey, and you know where it comes from. So we have the local honey here, and also just plain water. So this is 3.5 cups of water. You just add this to a saucepan that you'll be able to put a lid on. And then it's 2/3 of a cup of elderberries. And I like to do mine just a little bit stronger, so I do 3/4 of a cup. Because I really like the benefits of the elderberries. And we're going to throw in 3 sticks of the cinnamon. And then I'm going to do about 4 slices of the ginger root. You want to do approximately 2 tablespoons worth. And so you can do a little bit more. I guess I'll go 6 today, just to make sure we got enough ginger in there, because that's a very good anti-inflammatory as well. It makes it a little spicy. The bite's a little hard, but just think if you are feeling the bite, so is that virus that you're dealing with. And then just about a teaspoon of cloves, whether it's whole cloves or the ground clove powder. You can just put that in there. So once those are all in there, you're going to set this on the stove. You're going to bring it to a boil, and then make sure you stir it and it's all mixed really good. And then you're going to put a cover on it, turn the temperature to low, and let it simmer about 45 minutes, an hour or so, until this mixture is reduced by about half. You want it to start getting really thick and really syrupy. And I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then when this is reduced down to a smaller level, I will come back and we will finish this syrup. Okay, I just wanted to show you real quick what this mixture is looking like. It's already reduced out to almost pretty much half. It's still got about 5 more minutes or so that we're going to let it boil, and reduce a little bit more, and then we'll move on to the next step. I wish you guys could smell this stuff, because boy does it smell good. See you in a few. Alright everybody, we are back to finish our elderberry syrup. Right now I have the syrup in a ice bath so I can cool it down. Let me show you what it looks like up close here. You see there's not really a lot of liquid left. It has really reduced. There's still, you know, some in there, but this is what you want. You want it really reduced from what it was. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and discard the items that were in there, like the cinnamon sticks. And take those out. And then we're going to take out the, well, we'll just leave this. Alright, I'm going to take this out of the ice bath. You want this really cooled down because you got to smash up these berries and you don't want to get burned doing it. So you smash them down. You're basically grinding the berries into this sauce here and making sure that all the goodness that's in the elderberries gets pushed into the sauce here. Alright, that's looking really good. Oh, and I wanted to show you, I noticed that it didn't show up very well on the first part of the video. This is the whole cloves I was talking about. This is McCormick brand. Usually it's the big brands that you find the whole cloves. But I'll show you what they look like so you can see it better. They look like that. So that's what whole cloves look like. Alright. And some people actually chew on the clove itself to freshen breath and things like that. So they're very useful little spices. Alright. I'll bring you in again so you can see what the consistency is looking like. See how it's all smashed now and looks real pulpy. You want that. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and strain this into another container, and we're going to add our honey to it to make the syrup. Alright. I'm going to clean this out a little bit. I had poured my syrup into this measuring cup to see how far the liquid had reduced, and then it wasn't enough, so I poured it back in the pot and kept on going. So, put in our little strainer here. Just pour that in. Then you want to press on the pulp. Get all that juice out of the berries. All that goodness there. This is what we got left. We got about a half a cup. So it's a little bit less than what I wanted, but it'll still work. what we're going to do now is we're going to add the cup of honey. And a trick for honey to pour it is you just spritz your container that you're measuring it with some sprayed oil, and it'll come right on out. And it won't stick to your container. You want to make sure that your the syrup is cool, at least room temperature cool, if not a little bit cooler, because you want the honey to be raw. Raw honey is the best form to have it in because it's got the antimicrobial, antibacterial properties. So you don't want the mixture hot and cooking your honey. So you add the honey last, so it's nice and cool. And we're just going to stir that a little bit. I'm actually going to use a whisk since the honey's really thick. I really wish you guys could smell this. It smells so good with the different herbs in it. Alright. Then when you can feel that the honey is whisked in there nicely, that's not lumpy and still globbed, you can go ahead and pour it into a glass container. And I just use a regular mason jar. So we're going to pour it in there. And I'm actually going to use the sieve again, just to make sure there's no pieces of the elderberry or anything in there, because you really don't want to bite down on that when you're trying to take this syrup, because the elderberries are very bitter in themselves. There we go. Alright. So there's the elderberry syrup. It's really rich, really dark. Smells really, really good. And then you just put a regular canning cap on it. I've put what it is, and I've dated it for a month from today. And just seal it up. Put it in your refrigerator. And the recommended dosage to take when you're not feeling well is for adults to take 1/2 to 1 tablespoon every 2 to 3 hours. Kids are to take 1/2 teaspoon to 1 teaspoon. So again, you can find this information. I'll leave the link below for Wellness Mama, where I got this particular recipe. So there you have it. Elderberry syrup, as easy as that. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Any questions or comments, please leave them below in the comment box. I'd love to hear from you and your thoughts. Please subscribe to my channel so you can keep updated on what we're doing around here and how the journey is going. This is Jen. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye-bye now.